Welcome back to the shooting channel. I'm going to do a film about comb height and stock length and the importance of having the right gun and the right length of stock and height of comb for you. The biggest thing I'm going to say is a lot of people, they pick a gun up and they go and shoot and they put the gun like that and they say, if I touch that, it's the right length. That's a bit of an old wives' tale, all right? Because I've got a 16-inch stock here and I can still touch the pad there. Most off-the-shelf guns come with 14 3/4 inch. So there. The whole idea when you're mounting that gun is you touch the trigger with the fat piece there, not here. So the trigger shouldn't be, your finger shouldn't be poking right through there, and it shouldn't be right on the end there. You should be able to mount that gun and your fat part there literally just is there, right? And that's called the comb. Your nose should be 3 fingers away from that comb, should be there. Most people, they put their head there, or they try and pull their head off the end of the wood. So you've got to think to yourself, there. So if I put 3 fingers there, and that gun should be the right length. But I can make whether a gun is right length for me, whether a gun is too long for me, the way I stand, I can make that gun fit me, generally. So this gun, it's a trap gun, it's 16 inches long, but if I stand like that, that gun is about right for me. If I mount that gun like that and I move my feet there, and mount my gun out of my arm, my gun head is, it's too long for me. So this is where you've got to think to yourself, feet 12 to 2 o'clock. So you close that gun up there and your head is there. And again, this is where buying a gun from a gun shop isn't necessarily the best thing to do. You've got to think to yourself, if you go to a shooting school, have a lesson with that gun and work out the gun fit within that lesson. And that is the best way. And then you can try 3 or 4 different guns and you can make sure that gun fits you correctly. So if I do it from here, so this gun is too long for me, I stood right at the moment. So if I mount that gun here, see my head's not there, I've got to pull my head like that to get it in the right place. Again, here's a gun that's a little bit longer. That's about 15 inches. And here's a gun that is 14 3/4 there. And that is the best way of getting that gun fit right. So if I put all these guns here, these 3 are quite close. This one's higher in the comb, this one's lower in the comb, this one's a little bit higher. So there's lots of different things that you need to think to yourself, will that fit me? Will this fit me? And this is where going to your local shooting school and going out with 4 or 5 different guns will make sure that that gun fits you correctly. So if I take this one, this is 15-inch stock. I know it's got a trap pad on it, but again, everyone is different. So when somebody comes into the shooting school, you look at that, the instructor will look at that person and make sure that gun fits you correctly. This one I know has got an adjustable comb. I'm just using this one as an example for the length. And depending what discipline you shoot, this is where really some people, if they shoot in trap, they like to have a slightly longer stock to get your head right onto that comb. When you mount that gun, you should be able to mount this gun, don't matter what the gun is, and I should be able to mount the gun here. My head is 3 fingers away from the comb, and I should be able to put a £1 coin just on top of the rib, and you should be able to see the whole of my eyeball just rising above that rib, above that £1 coin. So if I use this one, if I put that £1 coin there, And again, this is the thing about adjustable combs, is you can move adjustable combs up, right, left, down. But adjustable combs, you don't have to. If you go into a proper shooting school and they will have 500 or 600 guns in stock to find the right stock height and length to fit your shape. So don't think you have to have adjustable comb if you don't want one. You don't have to. So, and if you see where I mount that gun, the tip of my finger is just touching that trigger. So if you think about where I'm touching my trigger, everything has got to be right. Not through here, not here. It's just literally the pad there, there. And that is really the detail that you need to go to when you're looking at that gun, whether you're looking at that gun fit. All you're trying to do is get that right over the top of that rib. Well, the best in the world cast does come into it, but stock length and stock height, as long as that gun is straight, doesn't make any difference. As long as you can see over the top of that rib, that is what you're trying to get. That is what you're trying to achieve. And I've got 4 random guns that I've literally just picked out, different expenses, to try and pick these guns out. And that is really where we have to look for to go from there. I hope you enjoyed this programme. Please comment below on anything you would like to find out about stock length, stock height, where that gun fits into your shoulder. Please comment below and we will do our best to answer your comments. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.